844-879-4022.
Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. That's Nettie Liddell.
And that's Brett Chapin.
And we have with us Mr. Mackenzie Aston and Mr. Jason Lowe from the play Caught, right now playing at the Zephyr Theater. And just to give you a little background on Mackenzie, I'm going to read you a little something that I found on Wikipedia about him.
A trusted source of information.
Yes, yes. Okay, Mackenzie was born on May 12th in Los Angeles, California, the son of actress Patty Duke and actor John Aston. His older half-brother is Sean Aston. He attended Ralph Waldo Emerson Middle School and University High School. Mackenzie made his acting debut in the TV movie Lois Gibbs and the Love Canal, but is probably best remembered for his television role as Andy on the popular sitcom Facts of Life. He has since had his share of roles in numerous TV shows, TV movies. I Dream of Jeannie, a cameo in Harrison Bergeron, which starred his brother Sean Aston. Neil Simon's Laughter on the 23rd Floor with Nathan Lane, and Widow's Kiss with Beverly D'Angelo. He made guest appearances on Brooklyn Bridge, The Outer Limits, Without a Trace, and House. And he has appeared as a regular in the NBC legal drama First Years with Samantha Mathis. Recently, he appeared on Lost as Kate's love interest Tom in a flashback scene in the Season 1 episode Born to Run. He's had his share of major motion pictures, including Iron Will, in which he starred in the lead role with Kevin Spacey in a key minor role.
I loved that movie.
That was a fun job. Great job to have.
He also appeared in Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner, The Evening Star with Shirley MacLaine, and Whit Stillman's The Last Days of Disco. He worked from 2005 to 2010 with his father, the director of Theater Arts and Studies program at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland, and is currently working on the show Caught at the Zephyr Theater.
Wow.
And thanks for being here, guys.
Fantastic. Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right.
Our pleasure. And you didn't mention Dream of an Insomniac.
Oh, Dream for an Insomniac. Yeah, that movie is
one of my favorites.
It's a terrific little picture that a young lady wrote and directed back in '94, I think. That has had tremendous legs. It has stuck around. It's a beautiful, beautiful love story, written from the perspective of a young lady. And there's a story that's sort of attached to the film that I like to tell when people bring it up, which is incredibly dear. The girl that wrote the thing did so as a love note, essentially, in real life, to a guy that she was with, but had been with, but was no longer boyfriend, girlfriend with. And she had this sort of secret hope that he would one day see the movie and know that she was still thinking about him. So she put a couple of things in the film that were direct sort of hints to him. We shot the thing in 95. It sat around for a little bit and didn't get released for a stretch. Then finally, I think Columbia bought it, recut it, and put some terrific music in it, and it finally came out. The guys saw the picture, saw the little hints, got in touch with her, and they are married today.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That was
worked.
a loaded piece of work.
Isn't
right
that
there.
amazing? It actually worked. And so, for as romantic as the story was, to watch, the fact that it actually worked, and, she made it happen. She made her dream come true. Tiffany DeBartolo was her name now. I don't know if she's taken her husband's name, but it worked, man. She set a goal and accomplished it.
The power of motion pictures.
Indeed.
I tell you.
Indeed.
Wow.
Power of art.
Yeah. That's
Awesome.
true.
Well, guys, tell me about Caught. Let's start off with that, because I'm actually really interested in finding out how the project came to you, how you came to be involved in the project, and how you, Jason, came to be involved in the project.
Caught at the Zephyr Theater.
Caught at the Zephyr Theater.
That's right.
CaughtThePlay.com. Guys, tell me about the genesis of the show a little bit.
Honestly, the genesis, it was already up and running by the time I got to join. It had been up for about 2 months, I think, right?
Something like that, yeah.
When the character or the actor who was playing the character that I'm playing now got another gig on Broadway, and decided to go check that out. So they needed to replace the character of Kenneth, and it just came along as an audition for me, and thankfully I was able to get the part. But it started a long time before that, didn't it, Mr. Lowe?
No, it did. It started, so what was it? It was summer of last year. The playwright David L. Ray had written another play that we were doing at the Cherry Lane Theater in New York, and we did a brief stint there. And while we were there, we got a call from the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Center saying that David had been a playwright for some time and had written a number of plays around town, and got a call saying that they were doing a week of staged readings at the center, and they wanted to know and they knew that David had written a new piece, and they knew that subject-wise, it dealt a little bit with same-sex marriage. They didn't know anything about it, and so they invited us to participate in the week of stage readings. And so the stage reading, the week was mid-July of last year. And David had written the piece, but it was still evolving, and we wanted to produce it, but we weren't going to produce it. We weren't thinking about producing it actually till summer 2011 at the earliest. And so we did the stage reading, and it kind of turned into a backers. Like, it was very, very quick. And then the stage reading went incredibly well. We then set up another stage reading about 2 months later. We collected information off the stage reading. Then in September, we did a second stage reading, early September, and that went even better. And then we were able to pull the trigger, and then we opened in November, 2 months later. And we actually signed up only for an 7 or 8 week run, like most Los Angeles theater. And here we are, 7, 8 months later, and it's still going. And it's really just been amazing.
It's third extension, I believe.
Right. It's actually, we just announced the 4th extension this week, which brings us now till June 26th.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's great news. It's great news. There's plenty of time to come see it.
That's great.
Well, the message is definitely strong enough, and the writing is amazing, and the acting is incredible.
Oh, thank you.
There
That's
isn't
nice.
a dull moment.
That was great fortune for me to come into a project that was absolutely teeming with incredibly talented people, and to be able to get involved was just terrific. It was running on all cylinders by the time I got there, and thankfully everybody took enough time to get me up to speed, and we're still going, which is terrific.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you guys are doing great.
It's funny. We were talking about it on the way in, that the sort of tagline that goes underneath the title is it's how does it go again, Jason?
It's a tale of marriage, love, and family values,
which I absolutely love, because it could be understood a lot of different ways. It is definitely about love, and I feel like the audience members leave the theater with a tremendous sense of love and hope, which is something that you don't necessarily take away from a lot of projects. And so, as an experience for an actor, the fact that people are walking away feeling fulfilled in a lot of ways is a tremendous thing.
Is that what attracted you to the role? Excuse me.
It's funny. It was just an audition that came down the pike. I recently just got back from Baltimore, where I was living and working with my dad, and it's funny how it works, but I got new representation, and I said to them, listen, I'd love to do theater, and they said, theater, we're not so sure about that, because it has a certain stigma in some respects. They were worried about me having time to do stuff for pilot season, so I said okay, and then I was about 0 for 40 on auditions, and they said, so how do you feel about theater?
Like a true artist.
And I said, I would love to do it, and so this happened, and before I knew it, we were up on stage.
And here you are at the Zephyr Theater. I believe it's Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights?
That's right, 8 o'clock, and 7 o'clock.
All right. Well, we're going to talk more about that when we come back on La La Land with Brett and Nett. See you in 2 shakes.
They say the women treat you fine on Broadway. Looking at them just gives me the blues.
Have you heard the news?